Alright, I guess we'll just get this thing started.
Hey!
That's a little bit loud.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Let's
So,
see.
Spud, what are you going to stream? Or play?
He's streaming Buff by Sleep.
Ooh!
Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on a PlayStation Portable emulator. I'm trying to find some kind of
Oh, so
volume.
it's that kind of stream. The one where nobody has any fucking clue what's going on.
I do.
I have every clue what's going on.
Me and DC can answer any questions you might have with very confusing responses.
You've heard my
I
summary of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I can at least answer
That's
most of
why I
them.
thought this might be kind of funny, because Kingdom Hearts is such a kind of a silly series when you try to explain it to someone else and you're not invested.
On the Kingdom Hearts forum, I was the person who got asked the questions about what things actually meant, so that probably means something.
Oh, hi, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
See, I know their names.
I think my favourite
Hi, Aqua.
ever just sort of like casual hit from the villain there was just Terra just gets hit by Earth, just punched
Hi,
into the sky
Roxas.
by
I mean,
Earth.
Ventus.
Hi, Vanny.
Here we go.
Hi, Vanny. Hi, Muscle Sora.
But yeah. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP.
Lapis. What?
If
Let's talk about being depressed.
Oh my god, it's Flora4. No, Berryweather. No, isn't it? No. Oh.
Wait, someone
No.
said Lapis what? Why?
Not sure what you're talking about there.
I think DP just briefly said Lapis what? Oh, my avatar, why? Ah, well, it's Trixie.
I can't see Lapis's avatar at all.
You might have misheard, I guess. I don't know.
An incredibly cute and derptastical Trixie.
Okay.
I'm not sure what to feel about this remix of Hikari. This is
That's
the opening remix from Kingdom Hearts 1. It's straight up
This
the
is
same.
still the Planet B remix, which
Yeah.
is used.
Spud, are you actually streaming Birth by Sleep?
I am.
Yes.
It is. It's there. Look at it. There's.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Please tell me my net works with me.
There was beautiful pants, man.
Ah, DP, you have a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I'm currently at my grandma's house and I'm hooked up through a connection that's kind of shitty.
What did the video directors, the cutscene directors, have against stained glass, you guys? Always
It's
smashing
kind of
the
a
stained glass.
It's kind of a staple of the series, and
It's
Anyway, DP, what
the
what is
opening
the
of this
problem
game
you
is basically a
have with
spoiler
my-
for the entire plot.
What do you have with
It's
what
kind of
issue
like
do
a
you
James
have with
Bond
my
opening.
avatar, DP?
It's just
That's beautiful.
it's suddenly popping up and going, wow. It's like Neek with his goddamn googly eyes.
I love the googly eyes. Neek isn't in the call anymore, but he had a herd of Diglett with googly eyes, and it made me so happy.
I saw. And did you see what was above it?
dig, trio,
He
trio,
had-
trio.
He had
Yay.
Luna and Lugia with googly eyes.
I know!
Googlia?
Googlia!
Damn it, DC.
time to install data locally, which takes like no time because it's all
Holy
just on
shit!
the
I've
PC.
never seen this. I've never seen this little install animation, but that's really adorable.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine
Meek
how
is listening to the
slowly.
stream. So he's
Imagine
not
how
on the call,
slowly
but he
they'd
is
be
listening.
walking.
Hi,
If this
Neek!
was on console.
Neek! Googlia!
I actually have
Yeah.
this.
Would you?
I used to have this and love it, but then I upgraded from PSP to PS Vita and traded that back in. But they've taken Birth by Sleep out of the PlayStation Store, so I can't get it again for my Vita. So
Hmm.
I have the collector's edition because I pre-ordered this game. So I have the little box and it has the postcards and it has the very tiny collection of artwork in the little hardback book. Which is... I'm content with that.
I'd have to say, out of all the mobile spin-offs, this one is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I got through Cinderella's World, I think, playing on. Well, I know I'm doing Ventus and I think Aqua's Paths. I haven't touched it in a while.
That is still quite a bit of background noise.
I can't help it. Wait.
It's genuinely very annoying.
The opening's playing again.
It's just one of those situations where you'll have to mute unless you're talking.
Yeah, basically.
Like, I know
What
you
happens
can't do
if I
anything
put
about
"I
it,
can feel
but-
it coming in the air tonight" to the opening cutscene?
Awful things, I imagine.
Tarzan?
I put "He's so good now" to a Detective Conan opening. I can do this. I'm prepared. I can put fake anime subtitles on it. It'll be good.
No one should have that much power.
This world is just.
Hey, look! It's a mini Xehanort back before we knew what he looked like.
Ah, yeah,
Back before he had any relevance.
the things we know now that Dream Drop Distance is a thing.
Okay, when that image first came up, I thought it was a penguin.
Wait, who was a penguin?
Young Xehanort, I guess?
He was holding something white and with the white and black. Looked like a penguin.
He's holding a shirtless 11-year-old.
Oh, we're gonna be here for a little while.
I imagine
In cutscene hell.
Help me hide a body.
I love that subtitles type.
Yeah.
But that's the way you picked to put him on the tree, is it?
That's wrong. I thought that was a girl at first.
Can't blame you. You really can't blame you.
It's Roxas, by which I mean Ventus, but I actually mean Roxas.
Oh, yeah,
But we mean Ventus.
but we mean Ventus, yeah.
One day I'll stop making that joke.
We mean the blonde guy that isn't Sora.
That is both Roxas and Ventus.
No. Ventus is the blonde guy that isn't Sora, and Roxas is the blonde guy that is Sora.
Is Sora, yeah.
Yes, there we go. Yeah.
Sorry.
Glad we cleared that up. Glad we made that perfectly clear for
But
everybody.
the question is, why is he not wearing a shirt?
Vanitas.
I have no idea why the shirt situation. I don't know.
None of us understand. You can ask me anything about Kingdom Hearts, but I won't be able to understand that.
No one has perfect knowledge of the Kingdom Hearts universe.
This is.
Hi, I'm a brand new heart.
Why are you in my heart?
I'm an advert for Calvin Klein.
He's a bit too young for this.
Whose voice
Okay,
is
so
that?
which one is this?
And Ven is voiced by Jesse McCartney, same as Roxas.
Haha, so he totally is Roxas.
That was my
No, I mean, is this Ven
It's
or Roxas?
explained.
This is Ventus.
This is Ven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say hi to Ven.
Roxas is not even in this except by appearance.
Roxas was not born yet.
Yeah, this is pre-Roxas. This is a prequel of like 10 years or so.
Yeah,
This is
but
why I
this
don't
is
play Kingdom
10 years,
Hearts.
Prior to
yeah,
Kingdom
but
Hearts
Ventus,
2.
Terra, and Aqua are like reincarnated as Sora, Riku, and Kairi, right?
Of a sort.
No.
Not really.
Not really, but you know.
If we're saying this is a 10-year prequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, and those characters were all teenagers,
Shush.
This is why I
Spiritual
don't play
succession.
Kingdom Hearts.
There are parallels.
It,
they did it on
might be a
purpose.
much shorter amount of
well,
time.
Roxas isn't a teenager. Roxas died on his first birthday.
Shush.
Wow.
Roxas lives on.
Hey, Smarty.
I know Roxas lives on
Hi,
my...
Notice
I'm
nominate.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts. No!
What the hell just happened?
Open the door.
Stop.
Kingdom
What?
Hearts.
There was a baby heart.
Ventus
And
is a
the
real
baby
boy
heart
now.
decided to, the baby heart decided to heal Ventus. Because
It was impressed
He had
by
a
his
heart.
shirtlessness.
does now that he's a real boy, does he get to have a shirt?
No.
Yes. In
No.
in two scene
the thing
transitions
is,
from now.
he had a shirt before, and
He's going to gain the shirt
we
and
don't
lose his
know
trousers.
why the shirt was taken off. But he'll then get the shirt back. And it's like
Pictured here, Ventus with a shirt.
it's like Master Zaynold, sir.
Insert shirt
Um,
here.
Why? That's
I don't think spines are supposed to bend like that.
Oh god.
They tell me that my back is bad. You were
I'm
not
still
lying in that
alive.
direction before. You've rolled over. You rolled over.
Yeah.
The
done,
small child rolled over and summoned a giant key.
He has a keyblade. You messed up.
That's
I like how
You're
the
out of your
first thing
league
he
now.
does when he regains consciousness is summon his Keyblade.
And just shoot off into the sky.
I don't
not
think he's
being
conscious.
He's actually sleep keyblading.
Yes. Damn it, I hate when I sleep Keyblade. I have no idea what I did last night, and
He's waking up
I
in
may have
clothes.
stabbed
That's
some people.
may have opened
shot
doors between
some
worlds that should
people.
never be in contact. It's weird. I hate dealing with it.
So
Someone needs to come up with a pill for that.
And now he's awake slightly.
Somebody needs to come up with a pill to stop you from sleep keyblading, Alex.
Anyway. And shirt.
Shirt.
Then we enter the future. We find
Shirt.
out Van really likes astronomy.
Wait, no, he's
Shirt.
wearing his shoes in bed. No,
Pretty much every character wears their
It's-
shoes in bed.
no.
I've actually done that once.
It's Kingdom Hearts. They're
Me
kind of
shut.
conservative in models when they're on.
It wasn't just my shoes as
on-
well.
He had his shirt off earlier. Are you saying he can't take off his shoes?
I'm not
I've
sure
been-
what feet look like after Kingdom Hearts 1. For all we know, it's a Sonic situation where they don't have toes.
I
The
used to
shoes
draw
are
feet.
the feet.
After Kingdom Hearts, I used to draw feet so big.
I still do.
I still
And
kind
that's
of
why
do.
I don't draw feet anymore.
I think bigger hands are more appealing to draw than smaller hands, but I keep drawing small hands, and it just makes me feel kind of sad, actually.
I thought that said despair at first. I thought, oh yeah, that's a lovely place to live. Land of despair.
Land of Despair.
Land of Despair. What?
Monokuma would love the Land of Despair.
Can't see much
He
from
would.
here.
Alright. Now we actually have control.
Is the land of departure like the opposite of Hotel California, where you can always leave but you really can't get there?
Actually, yes! Actually, yes! Because pretty much like once you leave this world, it's like you're not coming back until your mission's done. Don't even think about it. This is the only time you see it.
You can try to come back, but it's going to leave you surprisingly depressed, and I even wrote a fanfic about that.
Look at the nice round open space for you to
Yeah.
fight lots of Heartless in a tutorial.
So here's the funny thing.
There are no hubs.
I'm using a PS3 controller to emulate
What
a 360
hubs?
controller to play a PSP emulator.
Dali, this is before the
Technology.
apocalypse from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Before
the Heartless
Heartless? But what do you
Heart-
fight if you don't fight
Heartless
Heartless?
I've got time to
You've
spare.
got their
Heartless
stuff.
exist, but they're not common, and they're not really in places like this. Heartless will appear.
Does
when
anyone
you
else
fight.
notice he's holding his keyblade
Yeah,
backwards?
he does the
He
reverse
fights
style.
mostly some other thing that's only in this
You
game.
want
Yep.
a piece of me too?
But what's it called?
I don't remember.
The unversed.
Do you remember before the game came out, Alex, and people had the kana for the enemy name and they mistranslated it? And they thought it was the unbirths that
Oh.
they were fighting?
Unversed.
Yeah.
I know.
She's dropping some trivia.
Like they don't have universes? Treasure!
No, people... No, they're the unversed as in the... As in not versed in.
Yeah, they're not
Right.
versed in how
But
to
people
properly
thought they were
exist in this
Messing around
universe.
here for.
But
Ah.
people thought it was unbirths. As in
Yeah.
not one. Which
Yeah,
is
unversed.
also actually equally appropriate.
I'm gonna miss the meteor shower.
Unversed in
I'm surprised I'm
geography.
okay with this.
I'm gonna miss all the falling stars.
Oh no!
Well,
It's
but
not
that
like
ain't
you could just look up.
Wow.
No, but he
But-
needs. See, this place has got a bench. And it's got this nice, lovely plane. It's like,
This is a video game. You can only look up at very specific times.
Why does it seem so
Or now.
familiar?
There we
now
go.
we're going to confuse everyone in the audience.
Yeah, now it is day.
Why does it seem so familiar? It's
What's
certainly
this?
not because you're a prequel.
Somebody played the Song of Time.
Why does this seem so familiar? Because we're
We're
doing a callback.
deliberately doing callbacks to, yeah.
A game that hasn't actually
Deja
happened yet.
vu makes me sleepy. Roxas, if you keep falling asleep out in the open, you're gonna get kidnapped again.
That's how you got kidnapped in the first place.
Being brave, Aqua.
Then you
Hi,
hug
Ven's mom.
sleepyhead. You know, you
Headbutt.
should have at least
No.
brought a
What?
blanket.
She's not actually Ben's mom, I'm
I was
joking.
gonna say.
If
She's
you
only
ever
like
look
3 or
at
4
me
years older than him.
looking up the
Probably.
She looks pretty good for being someone's mum.
She's not.
No,
She's the
You've
team
always
mom.
lived here with
Yeah.
us.
she's not actually.
Yeah. I know.
Mother of trope.
She's the team mom, but she probably would be a good mom.
I don't know.
Hey, Aqua.
Considering what happens to the rest of our team, I don't know about that.
Where light comes from?
I like her pointy shoes.
Well, they say.
She's
Well,
got.
every
Spud,
star of
how much of it is her fault, and how much of it is someone else's fault?
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yep. Hard to believe
God
there's
damn
so
it,
many worlds
Leroy.
out there.
Tara, no, they were having a moment.
He wanted in on the moment.
I like his
Down
hammer.
on us, like a
I
million-
want in on this moment.
What? I don't
You
get
guys
it.
having screen time without
In
me.
other words, they're just like you.
What does that
My hair is
You'll
disappointed.
find out someday.
I like
Sure.
his anime
I
mullet.
want to know now.
That's what it is.
His
I
animal.
really
You
like.
like a kid.
I love it.
Mullet.
That is amazing.
Really, it's
What are
reaching
you
towards the
laughing
sky.
When it is, it's an anime mullet.
It is.
You
Yeah.
two would make
That's,
the weirdest brothers.
Animal.
Huh?
Animal.
What are you
Yep.
laughing
Damn
at?
it, Smarty, you beat me to it.
that joke was really funny.
So funny. I'm laughing for real right now.
You know, without the sound, it looks like she's coughing, not laughing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Your joke was so bad it
You
made
and
me.
I have a mark
Oh,
of
wow.
mastery exam
I mean,
tomorrow.
That was so bad.
I mean,
it
I'm
physically
dying.
hurt.
Goodbye.
I made us good luck charms.
Whoa.
Here.
I get
These are
one
not
too.
going to be symbolic in any way, shape, or
Of
form.
course. One for each of us.
Oh, they look like palpu fruits.
that.
Somewhere
Yep.
out there,
They
They're
are
so cute.
made for
there's this
purple
tree
fruit.
with star-shaped fruit.
Does that mean you can eat them?
An unbreakable
Yeah, pretty much
connection.
deliberately.
So as long as you and your friends
Oh,
can
and
work
now they're
that
actually doing a
shape like
callback
it,
to palpu fruit.
nothing
Fine.
can ever drive you apart.
And meanwhile, I'm adding
You'll
nice
always
character
find
design
your way
notes in the
back to
chat.
each other. Technically, I think you're supposed to make them with seashells, but I did the best with what I
So
had.
bad. It's like having the
Sometimes
director's
you're
commentary
so-
and then having just two comedians
What do you
beside the
mean
director.
So this isn't a real good
Who are the
luck charm?
comedians?
Well,
Me and you.
That's yet to be
Hooray!
seen. But I did work a
Yay!
little magic on it.
I don't care if I'm not
What?
informative as long as I'm funny.
Also, the Aqua
Unbreakable
does magic.
connection.
Let's establish this now.
Yeah.
Aqua does
Aqua is
magic.
best player character.
Yes, actually, Aqua is the best.
Aqua's
Yeah.
got a baton dance.
So what does that leave me and Lapis? The Statler and Waldorf?
Actually, yeah.
How are we the Statler and Waldorf?
I don't know.
Nice.
Cheap knockoff versions, I
The
guess.
two
in this-
Muppets.
I don't know.
The two
Let's
Muppets and the-
let's not try and extend the metaphor. I don't think it's gonna fall apart pretty soon.
Since when were we trying to make us all Muppets?
I don't know. I don't know.
None of
I'm
us
not
are
Statler and
okay?
Waldorf. I like to think that my jokes are worse.
Anybody want to spar?
So you're those two Muppets that sit in
That's
the,
pretty
up
great.
in the
Oh,
corner.
shove it, Fozzie.
So anyway, who wants to fight?
I do.
Excitable small child wishes to fight.
Tomorrow's exam, we should get an
Excitable small
early
child
night.
sent out himself.
Quit going easy on me. You're not gonna win
Instead of
unless
getting
Oh, are
an
you
early
doing
night.
Tara's story actually?
Well, this is the prologue where you basically kind of switch between everybody.
You get to try out everyone just for a couple of seconds just to help your decision.
Yeah.
But you start with Ben because he is the 15-year-old little kid with vaguely short trousers.
You start with him
And
because he's
spiky
voiced by
hair.
Jesse McCartney.
They're not shorts, but they're not
Also
trousers.
that, I'm
Well, that works fine.
I'm not
if
sure
you're
that's
fighting
actually
one-on-one,
true, but that's a great reason
but
to
you
start
need
with
to
him.
know how to handle a crowd, too.
I'm going to be sketching in the background. You guys let me know if you can hear my pencil scritches, and I will mute.
Well, we're dealing with like background washing machines and keyboard typing, so it's
Background.
probably not going to be that
God damn it, I
bad.
thought I was muted.
Nope.
All right, let's see if this actually works.
The machine says hello.
So are you? Which one are you gonna stick with?
Washing machine wants to be internet famous. What, sorry?
Oh, that actually works. When you try doing this on like the keyboard, it doesn't let you do all three inputs. So you kind of have to do this with a controller.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, she's gonna hit you with bubbles. Bubbles are awesome.
Also, Buttercup and Blossom.
Aqua uses Bubble Beam. It's
Who do you want to...
Mute.
Hey, you don't get to pick me with an arrow. Good grief.
Want to be like a small child.
Yeah, that's all. Nick just pointed out the fun other little design that. Ven backhands! And Ven's Keyblade is actually designed to be easier for backhanding because he hasn't got the inner guard.
Because he likes the backhand.
Oh boy.
He holds his...
It's almost like they designed his Keyblade with his fighting style in mind. Imagine that.
Almost.
I think I need
Imagine
more
that.
practice.
Why are you losing, Spood?
Because Aqua is not the best at physical strength. And also, I kind of need some practice. And I also don't have Cure in any of my command lists, which is kind of critical.
It's not that critical right now.
You consider the fact that you're bad at video games.
No! That's impossible!
Blasphemy! Don't say that to the DM. He has the power of life and death over our characters.
I was joking.
Comes with experience.
Don't even joke.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true. No, that's impossible!
Trust me. You guys are ready. You're gonna clean
That's
up.
impossible!
I hope it's not easy.
That
Fails
wasn't the
few
best
games.
Ralph impression ever.
Power is born within the heart.
I can't do a Ralph impression
When
though,
the
so
time
maybe
is
that's
right,
okay.
You just need to look inside yourself.
Oh, yeah, Star Wars is
Exam
part of
command.
Disney now, so it's actually an appropriate reference.
Not in Nicole, even. Is it actually in Nicole? No.
Yeah. Din likes to be in the stream more often now, I
So we
guess.
can.
So we can
Can I
actually
just
listen to the game
call?
audio, yeah.
Oh,
He-
and
he
by
likes
the
to be
way,
able to
to
hear the
mention
game
the
audio.
command board, you totally do not want to play the command board at all.
Oh god, yeah.
You
I've-
will definitely not get lost on the command board. You will definitely not develop a sheer hatred of Tigger through the command board.
Oh,
The command board does
Tigger will not be the
exist.
bane of your existence.
There are no dogs allowed
But
on the
Tigger-
command board.
The Tigger.
Oh,
Is the command board
you don't
like
wanna lose track of
Tracy?
stuff that's happening.
Nobody cares why he was there. Everybody hated him, and they just
but
wanted
they're actually
Brock.
acknowledging the save points.
The command
Can't-
board is actually amazingly fun.
It
It is.
and also kind of annoying at times when you really don't have any reason to do it until like the end game where you can actually reap the rewards.
The command board is amazingly fun. Tigger is
It's better.
freaking... That noise, that's what Tigger is. Yes.
Say
So-
twice for good measure.
What the hell is... save twice because we're never sure if we've saved once.
We're gonna head back.
It never happens.
You know,
It never works.
Too.
I might actually have to be.
Get a pretty
try
big chin
getting
there,
this
Ventus.
emulator.
That's a thing we can say of Van. He has a pointy chin.
Wait, Mark
Wait,
Hamill's
yeah.
in this game? Who does Mark Hamill
Yeah.
play in this game?
Master Ericus.
Oh.
And Leonard Nimoy played Master Xehanort.
Yes,
That's really awful
That's
to say right
Star
now.
Trek.
They were specifically picked out by Nomura for the Star Wars Star Trek battle that would ensue.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's wonderful.
The last night we ever spent beneath the same
His
stars.
background noise better.
Who's got a hedgehog on his head?
All
Ventus.
of them.
Well, yeah, the back of Roxy's hair has always looked like that. Oh, hey, Mickey!
Mickey! Sorry, I was
This was...
away. Hi!
Mickey's
Let's get
awful.
some Disney in
Oh,
here,
good.
stat.
This was
That doesn't
the...
But I was enjoying the lack of Disney.
This
Too many
Kingdom
original
Hearts game is
characters.
severely
We need
lacking Disney. Get Mickey in here now.
Suddenly, Winnie the Pooh. Jensen!
Mickey.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with a
so
lot of
the
Disney
guy who's
characters, but I'm not a big
always
fan of
looks
Mickey,
angry.
Donald, and Goofy.
Transpire.
I know.
Get out.
very fond of the animation of the scene for some reason.
Jensen's
Just-
face
just-
makes me laugh.
Look at that Mickey.
Ken said only has
Dear
one
God,
expression,
help.
and that expression is angry.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. He also looks like he's been tweaking. Like, a lot. A lot of tweaking. Lots of drugs.
So, spinning.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just lifted up that hat and just cocaine spilled everywhere from it.
Do you want to be orange, green, or blue?
Well,
Because there's no red in this game. There is orange.
You should be
Which is
Aqua.
weird, and it should stop. Stop it.
Be the blue.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the one who ends up being like the most powerful at the end of the game, not at the beginning, but at the end, is Aqua. I love Aqua.
That's
Go magic. Go team magic.
Speaking of, I actually saw some hilarious stuff walking around earlier.
I can barely hear you over that sound, man.
You're still hearing it?
Yeah.
That's pretty much all we can hear. Grr.
Oh man, who's this guy?
Today you will be examined.
There's
I don't know,
probably
but I want
shoes.
Mastery. Not one, but two of the Keyblades chosen stand here as candidates. But this is neither a competition.
Because you guys were
nor a
talking
battle
about
for
Mark Hamill earlier, I read that as the
Not a test
Mark of
moves,
Hamill.
But a test of heart.
The mark of
The Mark
Hamill.
of Hamill.
But I am sure our guest.
also
Master
additional
Xehanort,
fun facts.
did not
Ericus
travel all this
is
way to see our youngest prospects in years fall short
visually
of the mark.
inspired by Sakaguchi,
I trust you are ready.
as in it's basically
Yes.
Sakaguchi's face.
Then let the examination
Master
begin.
Xehanort, who is totally not evil at all.
I have a photo of Sakaguchi. For reasons.
Totally not
Don't
evil.
worry about me.
Totally not evil.
Definitely not evil.
You're in danger here. Go wait in your room.
Not evil and just misunderstood.
I've been looking forward to this. Seeing
That's
you two become
one way of
masters.
actually thinking about his
Not
purpose,
gonna
though.
miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, then.
Alright. It's now for like one of 2 times where you actually fight with everybody in the room.
It's a bit strange.
I'm surprised they're all still awake. They had an exam the day today, so what did they do last night? Beat the shit out of each other.
In practice, for beating the shit out of each other today.
Yeah, basically.
This is how you help each other.
I'm wielding a goddamn key. Well, those keys are surprisingly sharp, you know?
If nothing else, I mean, blunt force trauma of hitting people with metal.
Yeah.
There is that. Also, the whole stabbing forward thing.
Lasers are not welcome.
There's a sword. Yeah, unlocks their death.
Yes.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
It's 100% true.
Right, Aqua's starting finish is terrible.
It's pretty though.
It went all the way back behind its chairs.
It's hiding! It's hiding from you!
No!
Either that, it was going for the thing that's specifically behind the chairs.
It was trying to go back to its master to get help, but then it saw that he wasn't there.
He disappeared.
They left the room.
And now they're back again. Where did you go?
One I chose to let unfold. Which brings us to your next trial.
Where did they go?
It is a mystery.
Now, Terra
Why is
and
Terra
I,
so tall?
the two of you will face each other in combat.
He drinks his milk.
Remember, there are no winners.
Take that, Edward
only
Elric.
truths. For when equal powers clash, their nature is revealed.
Pretty sure I don't get it.
I'm not allowed to shout this late at night. So so I won't search through my mental library of Edward Elric
Edward
rituals.
Elric quotes. Which is mostly just
I'm rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist, therefore they're fresher in my mind than usual.
the screams that all basically end with "I'm not short."
Is the background noise better?
Reached a decision.
Yeah, now it's just
Terra, Aqua,
noise reduction warbling now.
Yeah. I could try to do an Edward Elric rant.
Your
Let's
final
put
trial,
Terra.
put some damn
You
normal
failed to keep the
clothes on.
darkness within you sufficiently in check. But there is
Never.
always next.
You're an RPG.
Considering 3D, this was a surprisingly short and easy map.
Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge.
Just like, well,
Well,
that's
we
it
don't-
then.
Wait here for
We don't
Like, I
see
understand that 3D's Mark and Mastery exam was in a time of war, it was basically do this thing because it's convenient.
Yeah.
Terra.
But still,
The darkness. Where did it come from?
Totally not evil.
Yeah, there's kind of a bit of
well,
genre.
it kind of came from your arm,
What do you make of Ventus?
which is
He ain't
pretty
gonna
strange.
cut it.
Yep, definitely your arm.
Somebody's gotta break that loose.
Hey,
the army of darkness, more like arm of darkness.
I have to keep up appearances.
I know that.
Of course he's not going to cut it. He has a key as a
He just needs a
weapon.
little incentive.
The best voice performance in the game, the weirdo with a helmet.
Sorry,
yes.
but I need some time alone.
It's Zero.
In both versions, he's like the best.
And in so much as you are
Considering
now
everybody
master,
else who is there, he's still like the best guy.
always be conscious of. What is that?
What happened?
What the hell?
Why isn't Ventus?
What is that? Even the
Well, that's
game
the full
characters
reference
are
to this
confused.
guy.
I will send my pupils to investigate.
You
It's a
must always
shiny.
be conscious of.
Yes.
Wait, the fuck's that?
Farewell.
Mysterious stuff. Be conscious of stuff you're not even aware of.
That was my
That's
dear old friend
that's
Yensi.
fantasy Skype.
As you know, he is master no more. But
Skype
still
of the
keeps a
future.
close eye on the tides of life.
I wonder what Yen said Skype handle is.
His counsel serves us. On the road we
Motherfucking
warriors of the
Yen
Keyblade
Sid,
must
in
walk.
all caps.
the more reason then for concern. For he tells me the princesses of heart are in
I'm not angry, it's just how I
from the
look.
forces of darkness.
Shouldn't it be like
No,
crotchety?
that's his status update.
Fledgling oceans have taken monster form. The End Cid calls them the Unversed. As rulers of the Keyblade, you are tasked with striking down any who would upset the balance of light and darkness. The Unversed are no exception.
The
I tried to pass
unversed.
this news
They
on to
are
Master
unversed
Xehanort.
in any language. That's why you can't communicate with them.
Doubt there is any connection in it.
Not just darkness, but negativity, because those are totes different.
Master Xehanort is gone.
You know, I actually saw a Kingdom Hearts My Little Pony crossover fic. It no longer
There are
exists.
many. There are many.
And I'm sure most of them are bad.
Most of them are bad.
Yeah, it was. one of the
Also,
best.
dread the background noise is getting through whatever changes you made.
You may use these forbidden pathways to travel between this world
Oh
and
no,
countless
my
others.
worst enemy. Procrastinators.
Darkness looms closer than usual within these spaces, but your armor will protect you. Lastly, remember that order must be kept.
Guys, drawing robot changelings is hard.
Now go and fulfill your duty.
Yes, it is. You are. What armor? They're not wearing any armor.
Consider this an opportunity, a second chance for you to change my mind.
What?
You must know, I care for you like my own son. If I could have my way, I would name you master in a second. But how can I, when you are so obsessed with power? Terra, you mustn't be afraid of losing. Fear leads to obsession with power, and obsession beckons to darkness. You must never forget.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to the dark side.
I will not harm again.
The Star Wars parallels are really
Master,
strong in this
I'd
one.
best be on my way.
Wait, Aqua. Before you depart, I have one other, well, call it a request of the utmost priority.
Yes?
I told Terra this could be a second chance to show the mark of mastery, and I meant it. However, that flicker of darkness he displayed during the examination.
No, I can't wait to actually
I
get
can
out and get
sense
to a
it
world so I
runs
can start
very deep. If
getting my
he were
butt
to-
kicked as Aqua.
If those powers were to prove too much for him to handle, I want you to bring him back to me at once. It's for his own good. He could not bear to lose any of you to the darkness.
Of course. I would never let that happen. I promise you I will bring Terra back. Only this time, you'll see he has what it takes to be a master.
Darkness hearts, darkness hearts, darkness hearts, master, darkness hearts. That's what all the dialogue in this game basically
You gotta
seems to say to me.
learn to roll with it, man. Just kind of take it in stride.
Weak.
I'm back. There was some irony. I extolled the virtues of throat lozenges today, and now I'm coughing like really, really bad.
Oh my god, it's Iron Man.
Oh, that's
Everyone's Iron Man. in this
It's
one.
Batman. It's
Iron
the
Batman.
Batman figure they just released.
It's a Nubius man.
Also that.
I feel like
It's a
the whole
jackal.
conversation back there between him and Terra was roughly summed up with,
It's Power Rangers,
look,
actually.
everybody gets angry. The difference between being an asshole and being evil is don't be a dick
Yeah.
when you get angry.
Yes, Logan. This is Super Sentai Kingdom Hearts.
Life lessons.
You have to bring him back. Well, why can't you do it?
I don't know. As Aqua...
Aqua's... What the hell does
Aqua
Aqua
is a
even
Power
ride?
Ranger.
You have no idea, but it's amazing.
So yeah, now we have the D-Link mechanic, which is a thing.
What are you dealing?
What? No, he said D-Link.
Oh.
It took half an hour to get through that. Oi. Alright, time to land in Cinderella World.
Yeah!
Cinderella, Babadala, the stuff.
But... yes, let's just go with that.
You got the vegetable carriage and the glass slippers and the prince and the ugly stepsisters. And then fuck it, Godzilla, why not?
Wait!
Tara!
Wait a minute.
Ben ran away from home.
What?
I think he left to go find you. Do you have any idea
Man,
why?
that was fast.
No. Actually, just before I left, he tried
Remember,
to tell me
you left
something.
at like a 5-second delay,
I should have listened to what he had to
but
say.
the stories are paced as if you left like several hours after each other.
Yeah, basically.
So, did you manage to locate Master Xehanort?
No, but it seems he's looking for pure hearts filled with
That was fast, Tara.
Pure hearts.
Time is meaningless and then
Oh yeah,
space
that's
is convoluted.
actually that there is that excuse.
Alright.
All the
I'll stay and
worlds
see if I
have
can find
slightly
more clues.
different timelines, and that's how
Okay.
they
We're
make
on
that work.
Narnia
The
time.
prince is in
Yeah.
the ballroom ahead. He might have some answers.
Thanks.
Aqua. You still have the same dream?
It's now time to do an investigation.
Yeah.
There's this girl here. Her name is Cinderella. She made me realize how powerful it is just to believe.
What in the world did you go
No
through
matter
here,
how
Tara?
impossible things seem, a powerful enough dream will always be enough to light the darkness.
The dream about the giraffe? Yeah, why?
If you see her, give her my thanks.
Will do. He'll be alright. You won't give in to it.
So yeah, every character goes to every world, and their stories kind of link together chronologically.
If you play in a Terra Ventus Aqua order.
Isn't Terra usually the first one there?
It's a little bit jiggered around for each world, but usually Terra it's usually either Terra or Ventus.
Box.
Isn't Aqua kind of like the cleaner who goes in to fix all the shit everyone else caused?
Yeah, to the closer basically to resolve what's left. All right. So let's see if we can. Let's edit this deck to make it way. Okay. Oh, so I only get 3 slots at first, which sucks.
But it's okay. We'll eventually get better.
I still
Just not tonight.
Yeah, not this.
Today is not that day.
And of course, there's Command Fusion, which helps you get new stuff, but we're not doing that yet. And
Yes, cartwheeling everywhere.
yes, Aqua is master of cartwheels.
Sorry. Cartwheeling's fun.
Gotta get all these news off my.
Look at all of this shiny stuff that you already had.
But it's not enough. You need more. Get more, Spud. Get more.
Get more. Get more.
Oh boy, we can also look at all the reports in the... God.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Backlog
paperwork.
Oh
reading.
boy, because that's what we want to watch. You read.
Reading is magic.
We can, of course, actually just let this all build up. And then just get rid of it in one fell swoop at the end, but who does that?
Yeah, really.
I do.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Oh, why are we in 60? Alright, well that should help things a bit. Higher color depth.
This isn't a game I would generally consider 16-bit, really.
Not really, no.
Though now I do actually just want to see a 16-bit version. I mean, I was, apparently,
Would be
according to the
interesting
settings,
to
but...
transform. Would be interesting to see a 16-bit.
Oh right, there's
version of
the stickers
3D
as
games.
well for some reason.
But some things wouldn't translate very great.
Oh yeah, you got this... stickers, you got this fun bonus over the Japanese version.
Okay, Jin has been drawn.
Jin has
Sketch.
been drawn? Ooh.
Jin?
Sketch. Concept. No, Jin, the changeling. I've given him a robotic breastplate and robotic hind legs, and I will scan that for your approval later, Spud.
That's lovely, yeah.
When you said Jin, that wasn't what I thought of first. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Glug, glug, glug. Today has
Drew
been a
some
concept
gin.
sketch day. Smarty, I've also had a go at Onyx.
If I recall correctly, that is Lady Tremaine, and those are her
I do
daughters.
like that.
There was something.
Like, another excuse to draw goth Lolita dresses, you say? Well,
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. I was mistaken.
Oh right, I remember how this ends.
Your
Right.
Highness, I found this on the palace
It ends
stairs.
fun, doesn't it?
A glass slipper.
Wonder
Yes, oh
where
shit,
my
Rob
young
Paulson.
lady
Oh my
could
god,
have
what is
such
Rob Paulson
fun.
doing in a Disney game? I have
Find
no
the
idea.
maiden to whom this belongs.
You came back. Oh wait, no, it wasn't you.
Of course,
It can't be hard to mistake Cinderella for someone. She's literally the only blonde girl in the entire movie.
And it can't be hard for her to be mistaken for anyone else here. There was only 4 women at the entire ball.
We couldn't have models of random NPCs, no.
That's the one thing.
We're on a
I'm not good
PSP,
at.
remember?
Fix.
I have back
More
Cinderella's.
NPCs.
Hooray!
That awkward moment when it's not only 4 women at the ball because they couldn't afford to draw it. It's the fact that there's only 4 women in the village.
Anywhere nearby.
What village? There is just Lady Tremaine's house.
Oh, and then apropos of nothing, here's
That looks like
Out of
Heartless.
It's a flood, and it's the first and last, and it's the equivalent of Heartless.
yeah.
It's the equivalent of Shadow Heartless. Or the Dusk.
Oh yeah, there we go. Best part of Kingdom Hearts is just beating up random stuff.
I'm getting money out of it for no reason. Why do they even
Kill
have
first for fun and profit.
Why do these monsters have pocket change? It's the great question of RPGs.
Look, I killed a wolf once in Skyrim.
Money is a transmutable object, or something, I don't know.
Why does a squirrel have a
The
strength sword?
economy!
That was fun. Ah! Gotta beat up everyone I can to get mad XP.
Also spinny, 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 spinny.
Lots spinny.
Demacia!
So much spinny.
Any attack?
Intense levels of spin.
I think my favorite thing, one of my favorite things from League was the Darius joke where he tries to do Noxus
He
spin.
tries to copy Garen and it doesn't work.
Lots of spinny, because Aqua isn't just the mage, she's also the gymnast.
That's true.
The magical gymnast.
Magic in the Kingdom Hearts game? No.
A magic specialist in the Kingdom Hearts game. Oh.
Magic and Disney? What is this?
Oh.
Totally incompatible.
Alright.
I don't see the connection.
I have to go to sleep soon and I don't wanna.
You don't.
Well, I kinda have to, because I have a thing tomorrow at 10.
Oh, well,
Bippity
yeah.
boppity boom. Oh, it's these dudes, right.
Stay awake entirely through the night and don't go to sleep.
That was my reason. That was my reasoning when it came to Mum's wedding. It was, like, it was early, and I was like, you know, I could go to sleep, or I could just stay up the entire night.
How does that work out for you?
We got home after, like, I think eventually, somehow, I managed to stay alive and conscious until, like, we got home, which was around midnight, 1 AM. I didn't even bother taking my shoes off. Went upstairs, flopped on my bed, gone.
Yeah. See,
I
what's
fell asleep.
ironic?
In a
What's
suit.
ironic?
Put my shoes on.
You woke up several hours later in a daze.
I did.
What's ironic is the thing that I have tomorrow is a stress management workshop, and the fact that I am not sleepy enough to go to sleep and will therefore probably be sleepy for my stress management workshop is in fact giving me stress. I'm going to be stressed for my stress management workshop, you guys.
Well, that's okay, then you have something to manage. If you're not stressed when you go to stress management, then what's
You're
the
not
point?
getting the most out of it.
Exactly.
I love the jiggle physics on these guys.
Morning.
They're quite pleasantly bouncy.
Boing. Like a lava lamp.
I don't think they're quite a lava lamp, but I do now want to see a lava lamp enemy in an RPG.
No, I have to go to a physics lab in 45 minutes, and I don't want to.
I used to have a lava lamp, and I was one of those
The next
kids that would
Earthbound
just
game will
spend
be set in the
hours
70s.
staring at it.
Really? I thought there wasn't going to be another one.
This is my plan for having a lava lamp enemy in a video game.
Just your head
Like-
cannon.
Is that a cute
Well,
list?
Oh, that is a cuteless.
Yeah, it is.
Hello, cute list.
Hello, Cuteless.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it going? I kind of meant to go watch the like Monday's game, and then Spud was streaming, and I'm like, hey, the stream's actually working for a change. Better join the call.
Watch it crash.
Yeah.
We're playing the Kingdom Hearts.
Playing the Kingdom Hearts, yes.
Spud is playing
There was
the
only
Kingdom
ever
Hearts.
one.
We're making fun of it.
I need to find a save point because I've got one potion and I'm quite weak.
Now you're fine. It's Kingdom Hearts. You can't die in this game.
If you
Shouldn't
die,
there
you
be a
come
save
back.
point near the start of the area?
Do-
Oh, there's a save point.
Yep, there's a save point.
You totally can't die in Kingdom Hearts. Nope. Nope. You definitely can't die in Kingdom
That is
Hearts.
the thing you can't do in Kingdom Hearts.
People die when they're killed. Wait.
Are you going to save?
You can't jump high enough for that sticky. You need to get more jump.
Yeah, I need to get
You need
more.
to get additional jump.
Jump, jump,
Jump around.
jump. Oh my love.
These boots need to stop stomping on me.
These boots are made for working.
These.
They were made for walking, but unfortunately that's not what they're doing.
And that's just not.
And someday these boots are gonna walk all over you. That was something. Yay! And now we are not level 1.
Yeah, our magic's slightly
Level 0,
increased.
you say?
They look very Digimon-like.
Thank you, Smarty. I was wondering what I was associating with.
Oh yeah, holy shit, those things do look kind of like Digimon.
Which, I'm not sure is an insult to this game or to Digimon.
I don't know if it's an insult to anyone.
You know, have you seen the trailer for the Redux version of the first series?
It's not a Redux.
It's not a Redux. It's a series of sequel films.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that was
That was the sound of a Dally bomb.
Digimon. I was really disappointed by the end of season 2, so I'm really happy that they're doing a sequel to season 1.
As far as I'm aware, everybody is annoyed by the ending of Adventure 2.
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find anyone who can justify those last 2 minutes.
I can't remember the ending of Adventure 2.
Good.
Maybe I just blocked it from my mind because it was so bad.
I mean, at least Agumon in the suit is canon.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw it
super
either.
good.
I'm not sure why people hate Agumon in the suit, but can we keep that?
I liked Agumon in the suit.
What were the
Because
last
Skull
2 minutes of
Dinosaur is
Adventure 2?
Everyone in the world got a Digimon, and all the Digidestined grew up and had these awesome jobs, and also had babies.
And the ships weren't canon.
Ships were nothing but canon.
The wrong ships became canon.
They
Oh,
actually
everyone hates it because their waifus got married. Fair enough.
Yes, but they got married to the wrong people.
They gave them careers that were just completely wrong for them in some cases.
Well, except for
They
Matt.
forgot the characterization in the last 2 minutes.
That was an astronaut! Where the fuck did that come from?
Wait, what?
You know, normally I'm a little bit annoyed when we talk about stuff that isn't what's happening right now, but in this case, I'm totally okay.
How did
You hate
was
it,
a rock star the last time I saw? How did Matt become an astronaut?
I don't know!
Maybe, you know, he grew up and decided that's what he wanted to do with his life. It happened.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember now. That was... I don't think I was actually discerning enough as a kid to actually go, oh, that sucked. I was just kind of like, oh, this happened. I'm kind of sad now. But seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't pinpoint what my problem with... Like, when I was a kid and I saw it, I thought, huh, I'm really sad now. It must be because it's over. And then later it's like, no, wait a minute.
This was just bad.
It was just a bad ending.
So if I remember correctly, you basically have to keep the 3 games on different save files, because you're not allowed to switch around until one is complete.
I barely remember anyone who can sing this way. I think I don't remember anyone past season 1.
I remember what a lot of the characters looked like from the second series. I can't remember most of their names. All I can remember is TK and Kairi and Ken.
That's probably it. I know what they look like, I just don't know any of their names aside from Ken.
Then again, I can't remember all the names from the first season either, so...
Oh god. I can list them, but I probably shouldn't.
There's TK, Matt, Izzy,
Joe, Amy,
Joe,
Tai.
Amy, Sora, Tai. I think that's it.
Oh yeah, defense and
You
priest.
mentioned Kari, right?
Yeah, I said Kairi.
Oh yeah, and Kari.
Oh, it's Kari, short for Hikari.
Kairi, okay.
Although everyone
Hikari was a name I used a lot on various online games. Mostly because I liked it. It was a cool name.
Oh god, I got a hunger crystal. That's right, crafting materials.
I never had that.
Oh,
I never
God.
had that weeb stage of using Japanese names in every online thing.
Lol.
Stage, you say? That's like my
That's
entire
implying that
thing.
Smarty isn't a weeb.
Oh no, Smarty's a total weeb. I'm just saying, I never was
the
one.
biggest weeb there is, probably.
I wish I could agree with you, but...
Got some high potions in there.
It's a stage I would like to hope I've developed out of.
No. I've developed out of using vaguely Asian names, but, you know, I still use
You go around saying Desu in real life, don't you?
Ugh.
No,
What?
I'm above
Nobody does that.
Yeah, I wish no one did that.
Emote. What?
That's technically not even a Japanese meme, and yet
No, my brothers and I are just
I
complete
can buy
warts,
Timotei.
and we'll occasionally just pick up little bits and pieces from anime and manga and then just quote them at each other. And to be fair, they do that with Western cartoons as well.
That just sounds like a normal thing.
We're gonna play the command board.
Oh boy,
We're gonna play a board game.
we're gonna play a board
It's
game.
gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
As someone who's never played this game, Spud, please explain.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Welcome to hell.
This game has a board game inbuilt in it for some reason that I don't quite remember, but it's actually really fun.
Welcome to hell. Its name is Tigger.
And you can basically play it at any time.
So you just be like, I'm bored of, stabbing stuff. Let's go play board
I'm
games.
bored of Kingdom Hearts.
You
Let's go
look
play
like
Mario
you're in an old
Party.
house.
That's play Kingdom Hearts Party.
Oh my god.
I would play a Mario Party, Kingdom Hearts.
Your basic goal is to loop around to all the checkpoints and come back, and that's how you earn the bulk of.
The closest we can get to that, I think, would be a Kingdom Hearts Itadaki Street.
Maybe.
What now?
I don't get it. What is this?
It's a board game.
That's Mario Party, basically.
Yeah.
So everyone's
We're
just gonna
playing
roll
board game.
twos. Alright.
Everyone is going to roll twos, and then Xehanort is going to come out of nowhere and completely fuck with you all.
When do the mini games happen? That's what I want to know. Where is the
There
mini
were always mini games. You just never realized.
mini game in the mini game?
I think the worst
Kingdom Hearts
mini
has had
game
mini
in
games
any
since day
Kingdom
one.
Hearts game was probably the Little Mermaid one in the second game.
Yeah.
I don't think it really counted as a mini game at that point.
Hey, do you want to progress with the story? Well, better sing with Ariel then.
That's not true. In fact, Atlantica and Pride Lands are totally optional worlds. You do not have to play them at all.
But you kind of do, because you just
If
don't
you want
have that.
100% completion, then yeah. But
Did
if you don't want to
did
play
you
it, you
find
can
this out
literally just skip
through-
over it.
Did you find this out on purpose or through sheer rage?
I like rhythm games, so I'm perfectly fine with Atlantica.
Pride Lands was cool in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Why would you pass up the opportunity to be a lion cub?
Yeah, it was kind of awesome.
Brower.
That's pretty great. It's like, you're a cat now. Go. And I'm
Why
like,
would you
yeah.
pass up the opportunity to see Bird Donald?
But he's already a fucking bird!
I don't care. The Kingdom Hearts Wiki calls the form Bird Donald, and there's no arguing with that, as we can't find out
Okay,
what kind
now
of
it's-
bird he's transformed into. Therefore,
Now
he's
it's Monopoly.
Again.
Yep, it's Monopoly.
he could fly previously.
Achievement Hunter's Monopoly.
It's Mario Party Monopoly. Yeah.
Why do you play as all three characters?
I'm not playing as the other two. They're my computer opponents.
Oh, okay.
You just have to be following you.
Hey, Hatter.
Hello.
Hello.
It looks like... Are you winning or losing? I can't even tell.
If whoever has the most GP is the winner.
That,
So at the moment, Arkma's winning.
I'm very happy.
Just trying to like play Monopoly online so we can hate each other even more than we do already.
Let's not play Monopoly online. Let's not play Monopoly at all.
Yeah.
Not only is it impossible for me to work out, but also it's Monopoly.
It's
Monopoly's fun.
It's
God, do they always have to land on the checkpoint with you?
Monopoly is the
Not
thing
necessarily.
that
It's just that we're all rolling d6s, so
Monopoly is one of the highest causes of divorce in this country. Or it was at one point.
That's both sad and hilarious all at the same time.
The other half is Mario
Monopoly.
Party.
It's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart?
That's good.
Mario Kart
Mario
divorces
Kart.
have gone down significantly since the introduction of the horn.
All right.
I've been that dude before. Get left behind by everyone else and just roll a 1.
That's me in every game.
Just
Actually, yeah.
That's the way.
Actually, I don't think I'm gonna level those up. Done. So yeah, this is a thing you can play.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts Monopoly Party.
Does it matter?
You don't have to do it, but
Oh, god damn it.
it is a resource for getting stuff.
It matters slightly, I guess. If you play it through to the end, some of the commands you played, your actual deck commands, they level up. They get some experience.
But I believe the correct response is it matters to me.
I love how I love though how you can how the Keyblade glider allows you to go anywhere, including the space that's right next to you.
Yeah.
So you just get dramatic summoning of a vehicle. Scoot. Goodbye.
Scoot.
Scoot. Scoot's a good word for traveling.
Scoot, scoot.
They're not trying to call it chickens, Monty.
What about chicken?
I had
Let's
chicken
got
today.
there first.
That's not a good chicken impression. I know chickens. I knew chickens. I feel sad now. I've disconnected with the chickens in my life.
Sad chicken noises.
Dear Lord, why?
Nobody actually needs sad chicken
It
noises.
could be worse. It could be Skeletor again.
Same thing.
I love Skeletor.
The return of the
And then
Skeletor.
Skeletor happened.
What is happening?
I regret nothing, and this is entirely your fault.
Dan,
So
we
as far as
need
I'm
you in
aware,
here. We need more
Skeletor is what
Skeletor.
happens.
Nice.
As far as I'm aware, Skeletor is something that happens on Sunday. Am I right
a
or
large
wrong?
majority
Skeletor
of
happens.
a large majority
No, we
of
didn't
what
need-
happens between leaving the vault and getting to town is basically summed up with Skeletor happened.
No. It also happened while we were in town. This fearsome adventuring party who has just come back from slaying the dragon, and they're just making funny noises at each other. Everyone's like, just leave them alone. They're maniacs.
Don't question it.
Don't question it if you want to live.
How did you kill the dragon? We need it to death.
Aw, man.
Newbiespud, win.
I might have made a critical error.
No.
It's fine.
Cuteless is like, fine, don't do what I say.
Error.
Thank you.
That was cute. Ben is cute.
A little, I guess.
God damn it, kid.
I wish to hug Ben.
Who are we hugging?
Ben.
Yeah, Ben is very
Ben will
huggable.
really deserve hugs by the end of the game.
What? A Wooby in a Kingdom Hearts game? Say it ain't so.
What? The guy who looks like Roxas is a Wooby? That was totally unexpected.
Turtle.
It's
No
not
one
like
likes
Roxas
Roxas.
was already an extremely tragic character.
Nope, he needs more tragic.
He needs more tragedy stat.
Needs more blood.
50 cc's of emo.
It's more verb.
Roxas, level up. Tragedy stat increased to
damn it.
150.
I'm so alone. God damn it, Roxas.
But who's gonna have ice cream with him?
Oh god, no!
Yeah,
Guys,
I made a mistake and didn't go for the yellow checkpoint, so I get there first.
But I got sea salt ice cream.
Not anymore, you don't.
Nobody likes your ice cream, Roxas.
My ice cream is melting.
No.
You just made me think of that one diary entry from Days where Roxas describes having ice cream without either of his friends.
Oh god. That's tragic.
That's called a feast.
Oh,
No,
for
it's-
Roxas. Oh, for Roxas.
It's extremely strangely phrased.
Thank you.
I will eat all of the ice cream.
Back when I was a wee little fangirl and I first started doing fan art, I did a Little Kingdom Hearts comic, inspired by the fact that Sora and Kyrie's thing was sharing a Paupu fruit, so I drew a little picture of Roxas and Naminé sharing a sea salt ice cream.
Aww.
I can see that.
At which point I realised, good god, these character designs are difficult to draw.
Oh wow.
My
Yeah, I
first
see what you
thought.
mean by that's interestingly phrased.
Huh.
My first
How is
thought
it
at sea-
phrased?
It's salt.
I've been having ice cream alone, but it's just not the same. All I taste is the salt, my hands get all sticky. It's like I'm going through the motions of eating it just so I can throw the stick out and get on with life.
Right, yeah.
What?
The thing that keeps you from
They keep landing directly on the checkpoints. Why is this?
the thing that keeps you from considering it dirty when you're actually playing the game is
There we go.
the sheer number of
much.
times they show you the characters just eating ice cream together.
That's kind of a factor, yeah.
And
Nice.
how obvious it is made that Roxas was actually born the other day. He has no concept of any of the stuff you're thinking, so stop it.
He does though, he knows. He knows all of it.
He is not even 1 year old.
Thank you.
1 year old
He's
is
Aurelia,
totally
and yeah.
Yes, Roxas is tragic, his life sucks, everything sucks. Blah, blah, blah.
But
You
he
get it,
gets
you
free
don't.
ice cream.
Are you
Ice
making
cream.
fun of Roxas's pain? So you were just making fun of it.
Are you making fun of my favourite character in this entire series who I relate
Yes.
to on a very serious basis?
Nice.
Yes. Yes, we
Thank
are.
After reading that, yes.
Okay.
I don't know, my first thought on when they mentioned sea salt ice cream was, who would want to eat this? You are literally eating frozen salt.
Well, people have made fan recipes for it, and it's apparently really interesting. It's sold at Tokyo Disney Sea, which is the reason it's in the game in the first place.
It's frozen salt.
Well, you get
salted
stuff like you get saltwater taffy, you get chocolate-covered pretzels.
Yes, but this is...
Oh my god,
it's
chocolate
literally
pretzels
salt.
is the most
It's
amazing.
literally a frozen block of salt.
I don't think it actually
No, I
is.
don't think
One
Considering
thing
it has
that-
ice cream in it, I don't think it's literally a frozen salt.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
It might as well be.
I'm pretty sure the fan
Not
recipes
really.
are not just salt, add ice.
I would at least try it.
I would be quite I would laugh if it actually
You guys are
was.
making me want ice cream. That's not fair.
I actually really want to go to Tokyo Disney Sea and try sea salt ice cream.
They have this big deal of hiding the sea salt ice cream recipe like it's the Krabby Patty formula, and it literally just has 2 words on it. Get salt, freeze it.
civilian.
Dread Priest says that was what?
2 lines then. Get salt, freeze it.
There's a Tumblr that also shows how to make some of the ice creams from this game.
If you want
Because
literally 2
this game
words.
also, because this game also has ice creams that you can craft as items.
Of course it does, because why not, really?
Oh god.
Yeah,
I'm
but they're
looking
all
at the
themed
cream.
ice creams. They're all character themed, and they're really neat looking. And there's a Tumblr that does video game snacks, and they've actually
There's a
made some of
YouTube
the ice
that does
creams.
There's a recipe, and one of the ingredients is sea salt parentheses. Be careful with this.
No, it's fine, just add more. If you think you've got too much, you're wrong.
Just to make
Oh, no,
sure,
I need
take
to-
it to the beach and dip it in the sea. They have plenty of salt.
Be careful because they're not sure how much you should add.
Aren't you just going to be having
Sea
ice
salt.
cream and jellyfish?
You don't want a jellyfish, unless it's a Smucker's jellyfish. Then you want it, some told you.
What? I didn't understand a word of that.
Oh.
I'm not the only one who had ice cream and jelly when I was a kid.
I haven't had jelly.
I've had ice cream and jelly, but I don't really like that particular combination of
So that's,
just-
that's fair.
of
I'm just making
textures
sure that I was
temperatures. and
actually
stuff.
tapping into a meme that existed.
Man, last time I had ice cream and jelly, I was in hospital. That's a depressing
What?
one.
Wait.
Reach a
It's important.
certain...
Did the ice cream and jelly put you in hospital?
No, I had it while I was already in hospital.
Ah, right. You didn't get your tonsils out or anything, did you?
Not my tonsils, but I did have some teeth pulled.
My brother had his tonsils out. Not the one you
A,
hear a
that's
lot,
not
the
hate
one
spills
that's
link on, and B, I hate you too.
not the one that you hear in the background, the one that
Damn it.
moved to Australia. He had his tonsils out.
Did you though?
He did.
Did he just win? Oh.
Yeah,
He lost.
whoever reaches the GP score level and then reaches the beginning first wins.
So it's possible to lose even if you have more points.
Yep.
Like Alex just did.
Like I just demonstrated intentionally.
But at least you've leveled up new skills.
I leveled up a couple of skills that probably won't mean that much very soon. I'm probably going to replace them with better stuff.
Oh, come over here, have a hug.
Okay.
Is there an infinite potion glitch in this one?
Infinite potion?
Not that it was really a glitch in the second one, but...
I didn't know there was an infinite potion glitch in the second one.
Well, that sort of is, because you can just keep challenging, is it the second one or is it the first one? No. Man, I am super wrong. It's the first one. You just keep challenging, what's his name to a fight while you're on the island, and every time you beat him, he gives you a potion.
I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts as an infinite potion glitch. You're making me think of doing something to the potions that you
yeah,
have
you
in your
say
possession
infinite
that makes
potion.
them infinite.
Yeah.
That's just being extremely patient and doing the beginning fights over and over again.
Well, I'm not really sure.
Which I won't say I didn't do.
But
I mean, I did in one run just like stay on the island for like many hours just grinding until I was like level 10 before I even left the island. Earning 1 billion tech points from guarding Waka's ball.
yeah, that was fun.
I'm not sure if you were guarding it. I think you were blocking it.
Yeah, blocking it.
I know that it's called guard, but it's a block. But also, never say that again.
What? Oh.
You said you were guarding Waka's ball, which is a very strange thing to
Protect
say.
my balls, dude.
I need you to protect my ball. It's incredibly important. Your ball? Yes. My
It's
ball.
incredibly important that you look
Protect his
after my
balls, Scout.
ball. Make sure nobody touches my ball.
Now we're
Okay,
starting to.
dude, you're starting to get
Guys,
We're going into.
wait, play this joke out.
We're starting to get to the point where
joke's
Aqua's
being built? No.
basically competent now, and I'm liking it.
Woo!
Listen,
Oh, Spud is competent. Hooray!
You still lack
Competency.
cure.
Yeah, I've got potions. I've got plenty of potions. I just don't have cure. Alright, let's actually move on now.
I'm not even sure what you just did, but it was great.
It was the spinny stab. Boom.
Spinny stab. Good. No, very articulate. Smart.
Yeah.
Very articulate.
The spinny stab.
Eventually, yes, the cat can be on the stream. Hold the cat up to the microphone.
We got evil rabbits here.
I heard the cat.
Oh my god, these little rabbits are so cute.
Anyway.
They look like a big one.
Oh. Yeah.
My cartwheel leveled up.
I didn't know you could level up cartwheeling.
Yeah,
You
all
can
of
be
your
even spinnier.
your movement commands also level up, like your actual attack commands.
Alex,
Emily,
stop
come on,
fighting,
please.
just cartwheel. Just do like an entire circuit and just cartwheel.
Cartwheel
It's
everywhere. Yes. An evil home fight. The glove.
Well, I've got to get going to physics lab.
Alright.
Enjoy a couple hours of mindless, grueling. Sorry, not mindless. Thought-angering, grueling lab activity.
Best of luck, man.
Try not to kill yourself.
Or anyone else.
If you kill someone else, make it look like an accident.
That's the important thing.
Bad guys anyway.
Don't kill someone because that's illegal and also a bad
It's
thing.
only illegal if he gets caught.
God damn
That's
it, you
not how that works.
No, it's okay. It's really easy to hide a body if you know what you're doing.
Of course I know what I'm doing, but also no.
TC's like, I can kill people, I just choose not to because I'm not a douchebag.
Oh! I didn't realize. I forgot there were mimics in this game.
Oh my god!
It's your worst nightmare, isn't it?
Take this.
Wow, yeah, I forgot about that entirely.
That must have been a surprise.
I remember you being scared in this.
Oh, hey, it's a shop. Mogul shop for no adequately explained reason.
Mogul!
Oh? What did God sound like?
We used to be so terrified of these guys.
How are you terrified of Moguls?
Don't know, just they're blank stares. Hello.
They
kinda
don't
look like
stare,
Opal
that's
did.
the thing.
Silently pissed off at the world.
Passively aggressively Moguling.
It was a meme within our family that we were all terrified of Moogles.
That is an interesting meme to have.
We have a lot of interesting memes in our family.
Alright, let's actually try melding some commands.
Moogles are kind of little shit.
It's like, oh dear god, it's a Moogle. Back away slowly.
It might try and
Back
slow
away
you down.
slowly.
Back away slowly. Leave your wallet on the ground and back away slowly.
It might float non-threateningly. Or offer you a chocobo ride.
No.
Blizzard Edge. Woo! So you can just make spells now.
Yep.
Yep, you can craft things.
Once you max out the command points of a command, you can then meld it with another one, and then
So hey, make sure.
if you throw in crafting items like those crystals and whatnot into it, those commands will have abilities, and if you max out that command with the ability, you permanently have that ability. That was very simple to explain.
Fair enough, I guess. I like the name. Blizzard Edge sounds cool.
It's actually a pretty cool ability, and I like the command deck system a lot in this game.
Cutscene?
Just because you very clearly gain power.
As I feared, there is
Stab
darkness
him.
here.
The phrase "quite so" flash up at the bottom of the screen.
Quite so.
It's dangerous to fight the darkness with
Good
light,
job.
my dear.
What a weird thing to see in a video game.
Cinderella's fairy godmother. I appeal to those who believe that dreams
Fairy godmother.
It's dangerous to fight the darkness with light. What else are you going to fight? What else are you going to fight the darkness with?
Give her a crystal keyblade.
That would be pretty neat if.
Light and dark go hand
It'd be pretty neat if she had a keyblade.
can't have one without the other.
Then, what should I do?
It's quite simple, dear. One of Cinderella's friends is trying very hard to keep her light from fading. I want you to join little Jacques. And
So
help
fight
him.
the dark with more dark
I can
until
do
your
that.
darkness smothers everything.
Actually, just
win.
no. It's what you do.
But
Is
let's not talk about darkness and swirling.
you be sneaky and make sure that the plot of Cinderella happens as it should.
So you've metal to
So
the song.
it's Cinderella 3 Twist in Time.
Oh god. No.
Yeah.
That was great, though.
It was much better. I liked it much better than the original.
Wait, that's an actual film?
what?
Cinderella 3 Twist in Time is
Cinderella
the sisters find the magic wand
and the stepmother
end up changing time so that Cinderella and the prince never met.
Oh my.
Well, they met, but he never found her after the ball. And
And
it
then
actually
everyone-
turns Cinderella into a proactive hero who has to make her own happily ever after instead of getting handed it.
That is a much better sounding story.
Although there is something to be said for an abuse victim having a happy ever after that they just deserve.
Casually carrying the key.
But there's also something to be said about watching the prince jump out a window.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
There is
got
a frame by... Tumblr has a frame-by-frame post of that moment.
Excellent. Oh hey, I have a key.
But tell me how you know about
She's
them.
like, dude, your keyblade's a little big for you.
And where
The
is
subtitles
he
don't
now?
quite match up with Jacques.
With what Jacques saying, which
yeah.
is kind of sad.
I see. Then
Because I like how Jack talks.
just missed.
Well, I don't know. If they tried to really match his phonetic speaking style, you'd end up with like that weird double subtitle thing that was in Rising with the guy with the kid in chapter 2.
Why did that have double subtitles?
I don't know.
It seemed kind of pointless.
I guess they needed a Rasta to English translator at some point.
It's all right. Leave this to me. Jack, don't.
No,
lose
I've actually got the feeling that the subtitles for him are like his original script, and then they changed it to his dialect with Jack. Because I'm not sure if he talks the same way in Japanese version.
I love the fact that the Heartless are like polite enough to come in at the same size you are.
Well, these are unversed, so they're probably actually produced from the mice.
Sure, let's
So
look at that.
naturally be kind of tiny. I'm improving this cannon every time I touch it. Except not really. There were times when I was killing it.
It's a changing relationship.
It's a changeling relationship.
That's not appropriate for this scenario because it's not going to change
It
like this.
doesn't matter.
It's always appropriate.
You can... Oh, you can kind of lock.
I don't think I'd mind the changeling story though.
Come on, Jock. Actually move. Move your butt.
Just drop the damn key already.
I've got a keyblade. You don't need that key.
He's run! He's run!
Use the key as a weapon.
I don't think you can carry it that easily.
You just
Use
have
a
to carry it
stick.
around. Just swing it.
He doesn't really have the upper body strength for that.
Yeah.
He's
You
got
don't
just
need that.
enough strength to toddle along to the mouse hole.
He doesn't need strength, he just has
Seriously,
to
watch him go when he does.
Jock. Jack. Oh.
Jack?
Jeff. Steve.
Keep walking, mouse thing.
The hole is right behind you.
You've got to talk to him.
Really?
The means, Jack. No. I don't know if I'm ready to cross over. I don't know if I'm ready to cross over Rising and Kingdom Hearts. I don't think I'm ready for that.
Let's not cross over Rising with anything. I already made the Armstrong joke.
There's no one else
We
your
should
grace,
stop
and
there.
certainly not a very tiny protagonist.
Get small
Tiny
shoes.
Tiny.
I'm being reminded how much I want Birth by Sleep action figures and how much I don't have them.
Oh, and now she grew.
Whoops.
Because an Aqua action figure would be very nice to have in my collection.
That would be.
Oh hi.
Like, what the hell are you?
Sorry, I just expanded
Sorry to pop
in your
in.
house.
Unfortunately, you are
Cat, did you have to climb onto my lap and then fart? Could you have not done that in opposite order?
I should at least
Hey
give you
you.
a chance at
Also
The cat is getting lessons from my dad.
The slipper fits Aqua, despite her Kingdom Hearts feet.
She's probably here to rob us.
Aqua ends
She
up
has a-
marrying the prince.
I have a valid question. Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
Shut up, I'm
only
a
here to rob us.
protagonist. I don't need to answer your questions.
Regardless, she means no harm.
She only broke and entered.
Here you are, my dear.
She means no harm.
Jack, hurry.
I just love his walk animation.
You'll have to take off your spiky boot first.
Oh, never.
Just the idea that
Pay no attention to her.
Aqua's like, thank God, I don't have a model where I'm not wearing a shoe.
Thank God I don't actually have to wear the shoe.
Thank God I don't have to show these people how big my feet are.
Didn't she just?
I actually want to thank you.
Well, there's Aqua just like, nope, let her do it.
Keep believing.
Cinderella's not even questioning why Aqua's there.
No.
I also love
she
the
is
fact that
now.
she needed help to get down from the bottom step.
I love that Aqua's really short.
Please don't worry. You see, I have the other
Whoops.
slipper.
Don't worry, I have the other one.
Well, you got fired.
Bam! They look a shock.
You have
And
been
this
destroyed
is why
by Commander
you don't
Shepard.
make shoes out of glass.
Yeah, really.
They're doing it. I love how it's basically shot for shot of the actual film.
Yeah, they like to do that.
You will come with me.
Come on.
I'd be happy
Down.
to.
There we go.
First, let me take off
Doing a
this.
little happy dance.
First, let me take off this glass silver because ow.
Because, ow.
Apparently, they're remarkably comfortable.
I still need to see that movie.
I have a shoe and a heel. This is not comfortable walking.
What's your mother going to do about it? The captain of the guard's like tough. We're doing
What is
the
your mother
thing.
gonna do about it? Wait, is she gonna fucking kill her?
Kitty, can you not down?
Spoilers, she's gonna probably try and kill her.
That's just a laughter.
A monster?
All right. Music's getting serious. This is getting serious. Let's do this.
She's probably fine.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's Cinderella. What trouble should she possibly be in? Oh wait.
Oh wait, she's dead.
Shepard will be
Cinderella
fine.
3 has demonstrated that Cinderella can take care of her, damn it.
Yeah, but also the Tremaine family are apparently actively trying to kill her
My wishes.
with
Only a
fireballs.
little bit.
Oh, whoops.
The darkness in their hearts overtook them.
They seem to have been corrupted by, and then they died.
They're dead now.
And then they died.
She's got pumpkin
Wow,
bomb.
okay.
Wait,
They just died. They just got firebombed by their own creation.
I think they actually just got team rocketed, but when I first played
But
this, it's
there
like
is
they're dead
literally
now.
nothing
Whoa.
of them team rocketing.
you realise that there are pumpkin bombs involved. This must be the work of Green Goblin.
No, it's
He is a
pumpkin
Disney
bomb.
party now.
Could be Hobgoblin.
We've already established this is Digimon. It was Pumpkin Mom.
No, Pumpkinmon is dead.
Pumpkinmon is only dead if you believe he's dead.
Pumpkinmon isn't dead.
Oh yes, that's right. He was transported to the dungeon.
It's like the Shadow Realm, except less scary.
Yeah, this is Pumpkin, the king of ghosts.
As opposed to...
Jack, we need you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's Jack Skeleton doing here?
I think Jack needs to get his title back.
Wait, Jack Skeleton
Just
or
show
Jack
them the Rex
Pumpkinhead?
everyone.
Let's pick a Jack that has pumpkin in his head.
There's a Jack.
I recently was able to actually watch Return to Oz, and one of the main characters is Jack Pumpkinhead.
Oh.
Predates Jack Skeleton.
That's not Disney though.
That's not Disney.
Is it?
No.
Oh, let me check.
Did that pumpkin just eat you?
Yeah,
That's not the way it goes. You eat pumpkin.
It's kind of like when we did the randomized superpowers and I got turning into chocolate and devouring the universe.
I am Birdman.
I'm Birdman.
I am Birdman.
Just keep jumping into
I'm
it.
Birdman. I'm a handsome bird.
I'm Spartacus.
Why are you a handsome... Wait, are you a handsome bird or handsome burb?
I'm a handsome bird.
Why not burb?
Why not Birdman?
Because the character
Stop
icon
eating
is associated
me.
in my head with bird and not burb.
Oh, fair enough.
Nom.
I didn't eat burbs today. There were two very small birds who didn't seem that afraid of me walking next to them.
That has things inside of it. Why are you denying its true calling?
Because I like living.
Only when it's
What if you
convenient
ate your
to
way
you.
out of the pumpkin?
You and your desire to live.
Funny how that works.
Like
yeah.
it was evolutionary programmed into you or something.
Evolutionary
Or habit.
programs.
It's like being alive is crucial to being alive.
Ah, happy ending.
Oh, look how happy they are.
Yeah.
It's totally her. Where are the shoes? Who cares? It's totally her.
That's cute.
Where'd the shoes go? Well, you know.
I demand
an ad-
proof in the form of shoes.
I want an outtake where they're
he's-
running to hug each other and then the prince kicks it down the stairs.
So
Oh.
If there's not a gif of that somewhere, I'll be very surprised.
We need that. They're just running to hug and then the prince just kicks it down the
Needs to be
stairs.
destroyed. But how? If not with light?
My
The
tummy
main character
didn't-
just looks at the fairy godmother and being like, where the hell have you been this entire time?
I got eaten by a pumpkin. Twice.
You told me not to fight it with light. It won't work. I fought
too
it with
young
light.
to know.
It worked.
What do you mean she's too young to know? Look at her. Does she need to grow an extra inch?
What is she even sitting on?
She can wear higher heels if it helps.
She's already wearing heels.
You didn't say
all of a
too
sudden.
short to know.
But what about her makes her look too young?
Height and age are two completely different things.
Well, this is like anime style, so she could
Being
actually be
taller
like
helps you imitate
14.
well.
Duh, blue hair like
this
one of
Mario?
them punk kids.
Is this Mario Galaxy now?
Little
Yes.
We just, doing all of the games.
That's
This is what Kingdom Hearts always looked like, though.
yeah. No, this has been from the beginning.
So the princesses in this game are Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty?
Your princess is on another planet.
And each of the protagonists starts in a different world.
Fair.
And then
Is
they
it
sort of
just-
like rotate around.
Is it just those three worlds as far as Disney canon goes?
No,
No, there are
there's
worlds in this
there's a
game.
whole another part of the map we haven't seen yet. This is quite a long game.
That feel when you actually
It's handheld
finish
Kingdom Hearts, so it can't work with as many worlds as the console ones can.
Anyway, I'm going to have to leave you guys to it because I really need to get some sleep.
All right.
So, fun. I'll see you guys later.
I was thinking it's been
It's been an hour 40.
Hour 40,
Hour
so it
40.
might be. I mean, especially for our, you know, correspondence across the pond, now might be a good time.
Yeah, good.
It's not even midday yet. It's fine.
Across the other
I'll
pond.
Yeah, the closer pond.
There are slightly too many ponds on this planet. We must put a stop to that.
Oh, I can already land on the Mirage Arena.
You can. I wonder what Laguna was gonna do here.
I wonder if this emulator has net play.
No.
Probably
Does
not.
it have does it have Netflix?
Is Netflix worth getting?
I don't like how they had that outline, but they had the option.
Well, it depends, yeah.
What hex are you gonna make your outfit?
Oh, right, yeah. Let's see.
I think the
Do one initial from all of the maulers, see how that goes.
All green all the time.
That was what I did. That's what I did for Ben, though. Made him green. Green. Green.
Oh, the green.
Green.
Just put everything up to max level and then just call it quits.
150 in all of it. We end up with something kind of brown, actually.
But that generally happens.
I'm surprised you're not going, you know, black and white like or as close to
I
as
only
you
have
can.
three values to work with.
No, it's fine. You can make it work. I believe in you.
Oh wow, that's actually kind of
yellow was
ghosty.
pretty bad,
That's pretty
right?
green.
That was exactly the green I was expecting.
You're having a bit of a green day.
Go back to 100% green. It's exactly what I thought you would do.
Do it.
Probably what I would do.
But do you want green or turquoise, or do you want cyan? Who knows?
Cyan.
There are so many colours. Yeah, that's you. That looks like you.
I stand out.
That looks like you, except, you know, certain things.
Punch the Moogle.
Flick its pom pom.
Show it. Show it who is boss. What? That is entirely my password.
The first thing you can access in 1 star is called the Day of Reckoning. I think there's a sequencing problem here.
Not ominous at all.
No, wait for everyone else to turn up.
But
you don't have to. You can play the entire thing solo if you want.
yeah, so
It's not recommended.
it's kind of difficult.
But-
Yeah.
I have no friends that have this game.
Oh yeah, no, it's. I mean, we're talking about PSP multiplayer. It's not exactly the easiest thing to get a hold of.
You did mention something while you had the physical version of the game about being able to do something with your PS3.
Oh yeah, I did. My sister had it, and oh yeah, and there used to be a thing on PS3, ad hoc plus or something, where you could use your PS3 to basically fake an ad hoc connection with other people also using the program. But that's not available anymore, at least not on the US PlayStation Store.
Aww.
Whoops.
Then again, I don't have a PSN account, so I wouldn't be able to get it anyway. I want the PSN account. And 100% entirely for Project Diva DLC. I want to buy more Vocaloid songs. I need to have Rolling Girl.
Oh boy.
I need to have Rolling Girl back. I need more Rolling Girl. Oh! That was a very graceful way of dying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, oh! Okay, not quite with that sound.
The graceful death.
Alright, well that's that stuff.
That's how that works.
That's how that works.
If you're alone and have no friends. It really depends on you having friends.
Kinda does. And yeah, there's these whole sections of the map that we haven't seen yet, so there's plenty more worlds to go.
And you can just drive around it until something actually happens. It's like, look how fun that is. It's like, what the hell is wrong with this area of space? What is this? Am I in... What am I doing? Where am I? Am I inside a nebula? Is this what's going on? Is that a black hole? It's not a very good one.
Alright. I think that'll be it for tonight. I just kind of wanted to see if that worked, and it did. That was pretty cool.
Did it work? Did it work fine?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was... I mean, this is... I mean, I was not expecting this to emulate as well as it does, but it emulates really well.
Neat.
PPSSPP is the name of it. It is a pretty weird name. Alright. Gonna shut off the stream. Thanks for watching.